Are in for a very good drink tonight as we see some heavy and thundery rain moving north out of France. The source of that rain very clear to see here on the satellite picture. Some menacing cloud showing up over central and northern France and now coming into southern Britain. Plenty of very heavy rainfall coming out of that cloud and lots of thunderstorms as well. You can see them here sparking off in mid-channel, but particularly around the Channel Islands where it's been extremely wet for the past 6 hours, and that rain is all heading northwards across southern parts of Britain. Well, on the latest radar picture we can see that the heaviest rainfall now is across the West Country and moving into the Brighton area, and all the time moving very, very steadily northwards as we go through tonight. So there is a weather warning in force for southern England, the South Midlands, probably Suffolk as well, and South Wales. Very wet and windy, some thunder, and there will be some local flooding after the very dry weather of recent times. Now further north, much quieter scene here, but still quite breezy. The odd patch of drizzle down the eastern side of Scotland and England. The low pressure only moving so far north during tomorrow before it eventually pulls away onto the continent. That will keep it breezy and it'll keep it fairly cool as we head towards the end of the week, but at least it'll start to dry out as well. So tomorrow morning breakfast time, the northern band of that rain probably across Birmingham, mid-Wales and across into Cambridge, and all the time moving very, very steadily northwards across the rest of Wales and the Midlands up into Lincolnshire, and during tomorrow evening probably about as far as Hull before it turns round once again. Somewhat clearer weather eventually reaching the south coast and certainly the Channel Islands in the morning, but as it brightens up there will be more heavier showers developing once again. But any time tomorrow in that zone there could be some thunder. The brightest weather tomorrow up in that northwestern quarter, though it'll be a pretty cool day everywhere with the wind blowing about 17 to 19 degrees. Now on Thursday for many central and eastern parts of England still rather cloudy, still some very heavy rain about with some thunder across in the east. Much brighter weather further north, and very slowly through Thursday and into Friday we'll find that brighter weather pushing southeastwards once again. Still a few showers and still bright weekend across virtually the whole country. But in the meantime we've got some pretty heavy rain to contend with, and the reason for that, this swirling mass of cloud out in western parts of Europe at the moment, with some of the heaviest rain seemingly confined to southern parts of Britain, it must be said. Now we can see here there's been some heavy rain today across the Midlands up into Lincolnshire and across into central and southern parts of Wales over the past 2 or 3 hours. But we're now looking further south into the English Channel because here there are some thunderstorms breaking out quite widely. And the storm chart here indicates that. In fact, storms now breaking out in Salisbury, actually, the Salisbury Plain area, and across into Essex and Kent. And we are in for some localised heavy downpours in the next few hours, particularly across these more southern counties. That's the radar picture for the Channel. You can see the bright colours moving through Kent and Essex. So some heavy rain likely for the home counties from London as well, and also some heavy showers moving up into Lyme Bay very soon indeed. Now it's not all gloom and doom. There is some bright weather about, notably over northwestern parts of Britain. Some evening sunshine to enjoy there. And through the night you'll find most of that rain becomes lighter and more confined to the south, central and eastern parts of England. But it will be a breezy night, especially along the east coast and in the southwest approaches. Well, there's the chart for tomorrow. The low pressure beginning to move away back onto the continent, but it will be a breezy day, and quite a cool breeze that's going to be as well. It'll be quite strong down the Yorkshire coast, down through much of eastern England. It'll keep on going right through until tomorrow night. It'll be a gloomy start too, central and eastern parts of England especially getting off to a damp start with outbreaks of rain about. Some heavy bursts of rain still possible as we go into the afternoon. The odd patch of drizzle up in northeastern Scotland as well, but it will be brighter in the west, and this brighter weather will gradually nudge forward into some central areas as we go into the second part of the day. So a big improvement coming along, but certainly for East Anglia and the southeast, not much change. The heavier rain perhaps becoming more and more confined to the North Sea coast once we get through to this time tomorrow. Well, temperatures don't vary too much tomorrow, about 17 to 19 and a rather disappointing 14 perhaps up in the islands of Scotland. But a big change for the weekend. We're going to see this high pressure moving in. There may well be 1 or 2 showers up in the far north of Scotland for a time, and 1 or 2 showers across the southeast just to begin with.